What if the future of your health hinged on something no bigger than the tip of your thumb? Imagine a single dietary shift so powerful that it could alter the course of how you age permanently. In a world where pharmaceutical ads flood the airwaves and miracle supplements crowd every store shelf, it's easy to overlook what nature has already provided in its purest, most unassuming form. But today we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most underrated superfoods hiding in plain sight to the walnut. It might sound dramatic, but here's the truth. If you're over 50 and not eating walnuts regularly, you could be missing out on one of the most transformative health secrets known to modern science. This isn't the kind of overhyped health fad that trends one day and disappears the next. We're talking about hard clinical evidence paired with practical, observable results in real lives. This is about empowering your brain, bones, heart, and immunity, not just to survive, but to thrive well into your golden years. As a senior healthcare professional with decades of experience supporting aging adults, I've seen countless approaches to managing the symptoms of aging. But nothing, and I mean nothing, has surprised me quite like the profound, consistent benefits of incorporating walnuts into daily diets. Not pills, not powders, just a simple nut with extraordinary potential. If you've ever dealt with joint pain that seems to never go away, forgetfulness that interrupts your conversations, or the creeping fear that your heart might not be as strong as it once was, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not helpless. The silent progression of chronic inflammation, cognitive decline, and weakened immunity can be slowed, even reversed with the right approach. The power lies in making informed, evidence-based choices. Today, we'll explore how walnuts fit to that equation, offering a cost-effective, sustainable, and scientifically validated path to long-lasting wellness. So if you've been feeling like age is something you just have to accept, think again. The truth may shock you, because irreversible doesn't have to mean negative. In this case, it means permanent improvement. And it all starts with understanding what walnuts are really capable of. The silent shifts after 50, understanding the landscape of senior health. The body begins to change in subtle, sometimes insidious ways after the age of 50. Hormonal shifts reduce metabolism, and decades of wear on organs, muscles, and joints begin to show themselves more clearly. These biological transitions aren't inherently pathological, they're natural. But when they're not addressed proactively, they open the door to serious health complications. Cognitive function can slip, bones lose their density, inflammation becomes a more aggressive internal attacker, and cardiovascular systems grow increasingly vulnerable. This is why prevention and dietary interventions become more critical than ever in the second half of life. And this is exactly where walnuts earn their reputation as a forever food, because the changes they support are not just momentary. They're deeply physiological, long-lasting, and difficult to reverse once established. Brain health rewiring decline into cognitive strength. The decline of cognitive sharpness is one of the most feared aspects of aging. Forgetting names, misplacing everyday items, or struggling with mental clarity, these issues often seem minor at first, but can evolve into serious concerns like mild cognitive impairment or even early-stage dementia. Rather than waiting for these symptoms to escalate, why not address the root of the problem early? Walnuts have emerged as one of the few whole foods with credible evidence pointing toward long-term cognitive protection. Rich in alpha-linolenic acid ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, and packed with potent antioxidants, walnuts offer dual-action support for the brain. They not only improve neuron communication, but also help reduce oxidative stress, one of the central contributors to neural degeneration. Relevant statistic number one. A long-term study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging followed adults aged 55-75 who consume walnuts regularly over a period of 5 years. The results showed improved performance in memory and attention tasks compared to a control group with a 23% reduction in age-related cognitive decline indicators. Real-life example number one. Take the case of Elaine, a retired librarian in her early 70s. For years, she felt her memory gradually weakening. After consulting a dietitian, she started incorporating 1/3 cup of walnuts into her daily breakfast. Within months, she reported feeling more mentally alert and less frustrated by forgetfulness. Her husband noted she was once again reading and retaining information at the level she used to. A follow-up assessment revealed that her cognitive function had stabilized, marking a clear departure from her prior trajectory. Cardiovascular function, rebuilding heart resilience. Heart disease remains the #1 killer globally, and the risk only climbs with age. By the time most people hit 60, their blood vessels have started to stiffen, cholesterol levels are more difficult to manage, and hypertension becomes a looming threat. While medications often play a role, dietary choices remain the cornerstone of effective cardiovascular care. Walnuts are uniquely equipped to tackle heart health from multiple angles. Their blend of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats supports optimal cholesterol ratios, lowering harmful LDL levels while maintaining or improving protective HDL levels. Additionally, they're a rich source of arginine, an amino acid that promotes better blood flow and endothelial function. Relevant statistic number two. In a meta-review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that participants who consumed walnuts at least 5 times per week had a 25% lower risk of death from cardiovascular causes compared to those who didn't consume them regularly. Real-life example. Number 2. Consider Charles, a 68-year-old retired civil engineer. After experiencing a minor cardiac event, his doctor advised aggressive lifestyle changes. Charles began a structured walking regimen, reduced his sodium intake, and added walnuts to his diet as a daily snack. Within 8 months, his LDL cholesterol dropped significantly, and his blood pressure normalized to pre-hypertension levels. His cardiologist remarked that his progress rivaled what might be expected from statins alone. Inflammation and joint pain, tackling the root, not just the symptoms. It's a common misconception that joint pain and stiffness are simply unavoidable symptoms of aging. In reality, they're often signs of chronic inflammation, a process that can be slowed or even stopped when addressed holistically. Walnuts, due to their high polyphenol content and alpha-linolenic acid, serve as natural anti-inflammatories. Unlike over-the-counter pain relievers that mask symptoms, walnuts work at the cellular level to reduce the production of inflammatory cytokines and oxidative stress, helping the body heal and manage pain more effectively over time. For those over 50, especially individuals with early-stage arthritis or autoimmune flare-ups, this benefit cannot be overstated. It's not about instant relief, it's about permanent improvement through consistent natural support. Bone density. The overlooked benefit bone loss is often discussed in the context of postmenopausal women, but men are also significantly affected by age-related reductions in bone density. While calcium and vitamin D are often spotlighted, magnesium and phosphorus are equally crucial, and both are abundantly present in walnuts. These minerals play a vital role in bone mineralization, the process by which bones maintain their strength and structural integrity. Without them, bones become brittle and prone to fracture. Eating walnuts doesn't just contribute nutrients, it enhances the body's ability to absorb and utilize other minerals. When paired with a balanced diet, this can reduce the risk of fractures, support mobility, and reduce the need for pharmaceutical interventions later in life. Sleep quality. Supporting the body's most critical repair mechanism. As individuals age, sleep becomes both more elusive and more essential. The restorative functions of deep sleep, tissue repair, memory consolidation, hormonal balance become increasingly vital in the later stages of life. However, sleep disturbances such as insomnia, light sleep, and frequent night waking are common complaints among people over 50. While medications may offer temporary relief, they often come with undesirable side effects or dependency risks. A nutritional approach can offer a safer, more sustainable solution, and walnuts are a quiet but powerful ally in this space. They contain natural melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating the sleep-wake cycle. Additionally, their magnesium and healthy fat content contribute to relaxation and more stable blood sugar levels through the night-reducing mid-sleep awakenings. Including a small handful of walnuts as an evening snack has been shown to assist in gently guiding the body into sleep. Over time, this can lead to deeper, more consistent rest, which in turn accelerates tissue repair and cognitive recovery, two pillars of longevity. Immune defense fortifying the first line of protection. The aging immune system becomes less responsive, a phenomenon known as immunosenescence. This reduced efficiency is why seniors are more susceptible to infections, slower to heal, and often experience more severe complications from viruses or bacteria that younger adults can easily fight off. Walnuts contribute to immune health in several powerful ways. They're high in vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects immune cells from oxidative damage. They also contain zinc, selenium, and plant compounds that modulate immune responses, helping the body react to threats without triggering harmful levels of inflammation. This is not a fringe benefit, it is foundational. Maintaining a strong immune system is essential not only for avoiding short-term illness, but for preventing long-term complications that can arise from chronic infections or unchecked inflammation. Gut health and digestion. The hidden link to overall wellness. It's easy to overlook digestion when thinking about longevity, but gut health has far-reaching implications. The gastrointestinal tract houses trillions of bacteria that influence everything from nutrient absorption to mental health and immunity. As people age, gut flora diversity often declines and digestive motility slows, leading to issues like constipation, nutrient malabsorption, and bloating. Walnuts are rich in fiber and polyphenols, which act as prebiotics, compounds that feed beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome contributes to more regular bowel movements, reduced inflammation, and even better mental clarity through the gut-brain axis. For aging adults, especially those managing multiple medications that may compromise gut integrity, this benefit can drastically improve quality of life. Regular walnut consumption can help rebalance the microbiome, naturally enhancing nutrient absorption and reducing digestive discomfort without the need for synthetic supplements. Weight management, a counterintuitive ally. At first glance, walnuts may seem counterproductive for weight control due to their calorie density. However, research consistently shows that those who consume nuts regularly tend to have lower body weight and waist circumference over time. How is this possible? The answer lies in satiety and metabolism. Walnuts are packed with fiber protein and healthy fats nutrients that slow digestion and curb hunger hormones. This means that people feel full longer after eating walnuts, reducing the tendency to snack on high sugar or processed foods later in the day. Moreover, the physical structure of walnuts means that not all calories are absorbed by the body. Some fat passes through the digestive system unabsorbed. For individuals over 50, who often face metabolic slowdowns and difficulty losing or maintaining weight, this satiety effect is incredibly valuable. Walnuts provide sustained energy without the blood sugar spikes and crashes that contribute to weight gain and insulin resistance. Practical application: making walnuts a daily habit. Understanding the benefits of walnuts is one thing, implementing them effectively is another. Fortunately, their versatility makes them easy to incorporate into nearly every type of diet, whether plant-based, Mediterranean, or omnivorous. Breakfast options. Start your day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with crushed walnuts and berries, or blend a handful into a morning smoothie for added protein and creaminess. Yogurt parfaits with honey walnuts and sliced bananas are another delicious option. Luncheon salads: add toasted walnuts to mixed green salads with spinach, cranberries, and a light vinaigrette. Their crunchy texture and earthy flavor elevate simple dishes into nutrient-rich meals. Dinner enhancements: use walnuts as the base for sauces like pesto. Blend them with garlic, olive oil, and basil to create a heart-healthy dressing for pasta or grilled vegetables. They also work well in grain bowls with quinoa, roasted vegetables, and legumes. Snacks and sweets. Keep small portions of walnuts in snack bags for a convenient, nutrient-dense option between meals. For dessert, try baking them into whole grain muffins or sprinkling chopped walnuts over baked apples with cinnamon. Consistency is key. It's not about occasional use. It's about creating a sustainable routine where walnuts become a seamless part of your everyday nourishment. Conclusion: aging is inevitable, but decline is not. With the right tools, aging can become a journey of strength, clarity, and sustained energy, rather than a slow fade into fragility. Among all the natural tools at our disposal, walnuts have proven to be one of the most effective, accessible, and evidence-backed resources for long-term health. Their benefits are not anecdotal. They're backed by robust scientific data, echoed by countless real-world experiences, and validated across disciplines: cardiology, neurology, immunology, and gerontology. From supporting brain function and protecting heart health to regulating digestion, improving sleep, and reducing inflammation, walnuts offer a full-spectrum advantage to anyone navigating the challenges of life after 50. As a senior health professional, I've witnessed how minor changes, when implemented consistently, can lead to monumental improvements in health and quality of life. I've seen patients regain mental clarity, reduce dependence on medication, alleviate chronic pain, and rediscover their vitality, all by making smarter, more intentional dietary decisions. And among those decisions, adding walnuts stands out as one of the simplest yet most powerful. What makes walnuts so remarkable is not just what they contain, but what they represent. They symbolize a return to whole, unprocessed, plant-based nutrition. They represent empowerment through knowledge, because once you understand the science behind your food, you gain control over your future. There's a lesson here for all of us that the power to age well doesn't come from chasing trends or relying on reactive treatments. It comes from choosing daily habits that are rooted in nature, supported by evidence, and aligned with the body's deepest needs. Walnuts offer that alignment. They don't just support health, they change it permanently for the better. So whether you're just turning 50 or well into your retirement years, let today be the start of a small but mighty change. Let this simple nut become part of your legacy of health. You deserve to feel strong, clear-minded, and full of life, not just today, but for years to come. If you found value in this article and want to continue learning how to live longer, stronger, and healthier, don't forget to like this content and subscribe to the Longevity Secret channel. We're here to support your journey toward optimal aging, one smart choice at a time.